ruin my life. Wait, dip it. Oh, love it. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be doing a full glam makeup look. Let's just get straight into it. So what I'm first going to be doing is taking some concealer, my eyebrow pencil and a concealer brush to just prime my eyelids and get my eyebrows on. For my eyebrows, I use the NYX Professional Makeup Precision Brow Pencil, and I sometimes use the shade Charcoal and I sometimes use the shade Black. At the moment I'm using Black, and I'm going to be priming my eyelids with the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer in the shade Graham Cracker. Now this is a bit on the peachy side for me, but to prime my eyelids, it'll do just fine. Also, if you hear any banging or drilling or anything, apologies in advance. So I'm just taking this concealer, putting it on my eyelid like so. I don't set my eyelids because I like having a tacky base for the eyeshadows to stick to and then blending out later. So for that I'm taking the Soph X Revolution palette and the Morphe 25B palette and just mixing shades from both palettes to create a smoky black eye. I'm just going to take an orangey shade from the 25B palette and put that in my crease. Okay, that's a lot darker than I expected it to be. Yeah, that's a lot darker than what I wanted it to be. What I'm going to do is just mix in the shade Sweet and Sour from the Soph palette with this shade, just to give it a bit more orange rather than completely brown. I'm going to take the shade Reputation from the Soph palette, just pack that on my lid. I don't want to focus on any blending right now or take it too high up. Black will start going up by itself. I just want to place the black onto the concealer so we have as much black pigment payoff as possible. So now that that's packed on, you can see that it's not blended at all. I'm just going to take a dark brown shade from the Morphe palette and mix it with the shade called Cheesecake from the Soph palette, just to get a bit of gradient between the orange and the black. So as you can see, we've got a good blend going on there, but the black slightly lost its colour in all the blending. So we just want to pack that black back on to make it as intense as possible. Now that my eyes are looking how I want them to look, I'm going to go in with my base and get that done and out the way so I can focus on the eyes again with lashes, lower lash line, and make it all glamorous. What am I trying to say? So for my base, I like to go in with something that I know is going to hold my foundation, concealer, and all the rest of it in place for the longest time possible. So my go-to primer for hydration, longevity, everything is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. It leaves a tack on your skin, it leaves your skin feeling super hydrated, and your makeup sticks to it all day long. I've never had an issue with this primer. I'm then going to take my absolute favourite foundation. I genuinely, since I bought this, only use it on occasions where I really want my base to look completely flawless. It's between this and the Huda Beauty, but that's running out, so I thought I'd use this one. I usually just take about one pump and a little bit more. I don't like to use too much of this foundation because, like with the black eyeshadow, a little does go a long way. So I don't know if my brush smells nice or the foundation smells nice. I've never noticed that smell before. But as you can see, that goes a very long way. When I go in with my brush, I always use less of this foundation because the brush soaks up less. Whereas when I go in with a sponge, because the sponge soaks up a bit of product, I usually have to go in with another pump, or at least half a pump. I use the shade 310 in this, and it's the perfect foundation colour for me. It's got a really nice sheen to it. I love dewy foundations, dewy skin, anything that makes me look glowy, especially this glowy from within look. I love it. What I then like to do is take the Overachiever concealer and just take a little bit of that, and because it's peachy, put it under my eyes and on any dark areas, like just a little bit on my nose and forehead where I've got some dark blemishes, just to rid that darkness. It's so peach, it's unreal. What I like to do with this is, why is there a hair on this brush? Sticking out to ruin my life. I like to just blend this out just a bit and then let it sit. I don't take it too far out because my main focus is the inner part of my under eye. What I like to do is just take some of the Makeup Revolution concealer in C15 and cream contour that out. I definitely put too much. Now this side looks a lot more blended and better than this side, but we'll fix that in a second. That's blended out so nicely on my forehead. I've just put so much on this side. Just take your foundation brush and no extra, just whatever's on your brush, and just buff that back into your skin. And then what we want to do is take our sponge, and where I've put the Huda Beauty concealer is just blend that out. Then we go in with a lighter concealer that just to brighten up the under eyes and chisel out the face a little bit more. So for that I'm taking my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I absolutely love this concealer. It's not as light as you might think it would be, especially considering we've gone in with colour correcting concealer too. Honestly, blended out, this just looks beautiful. So with this concealer, it really brightens those under eyes. It gives it a little bit more coverage. So I don't contour my nose, partly because I don't know how to, and secondly because every time I try, it just makes my nose look like something out of, I don't know, Monsters Inc. So what I like to do is dot a little bit of bronzer or something on my nose, just at the tip, just to make my nose look like it finishes here rather than carries on going. I don't really go in on the sides. When I do go in with bronzer, I'll just go straight across my nose like so it looks fully bronzed, and then go in with highlight just in the middle and powder on the sides of my nose, and that's it. I don't really make an effort to carve out anything. One, because I don't have an issue with my nose, and two, I tried and I did not succeed. And then I take my Laura Mercier setting powder and just pack that on under my eyes. I used to watch videos and see reviews of this powder, and people used to say it's like a filter. I never believed it. I didn't think one powder had that sort of power until I tried it. And I'm just going to bring you in closer so you can see exactly what I mean. I've done this side and it's completely matte and flawless. No pores, no nothing. This side you can see slightly, let me turn it down. You can slightly see shine, a little bit of my pores that are absolutely rank. And then we go in with the powder. Just hit that side of that nose. And right under your eye. Pores, who. Creasing, who. It just sets so lovely. I did not have any faith in this powder whatsoever. When I first tried it, I seen the shade of it and it's quite light compared to my skin. Because it's a translucent powder, it's not supposed to have any colour to it. And I was just like, this is just going to make me look grey under my eyes. And then I tried it and, oh. What I then like to do is set where I have any bigger pores on my face or any creasing. So around my mouth area, what I have noticed is my frown lines are so deep, it's unreal. Like, I just have to make sure that they are set, because if they are not set, I will be walking around for most of the day with a permanent frown on my face, even if I am happy. So just like to set that. So to just bring that colour back to my skin, I will take the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 250. This is a pressed powder, and this just gives me back some of the colour on my skin, just to make it not look so washed out. So next I'm going to go in with the Fenty bronzer in the shade Caramel Cutie. Again, ever since I bought this, I haven't put it down, and despite having a ton of other bronzers, this is always the one I tend to reach for. Look how nice that looks. Oh, love it. I'll then take a nice blush shade. Never used to wear blush, hated it. And now all of a sudden I've just really gotten into it. It was because of this. It's the NYX blush in the shade Pink the Town. And it's a really nice pinky peachy shade. Not too pink, but not too peach. And I really like it. I hated blush at first, but I feel like as you play around more and you find out how things work for you rather than how like you've seen it work for someone else, it just looks so pretty. For my base, the last step is highlight. Now, like I said before, I love looking like glowing from within. But that's on days when I'm not wearing makeup. When I am wearing makeup, I want to look like I'm just, there's light coming out of my face. That's how I want to look. So I'll just go right on the tops of my cheek. And this Kiko highlight in the shade, I think it's called Sicilian Notes. It's a highlight duo and it's got gold and pink. So what I do is I sort of mix them to make a sort of champagne colour. Just look at how pretty. And that is my base complete. What I'm going to do is go off camera, put my lashes on, and then come back for lips. So I've got my lashes on. I've used the winked lashes in the style Wing. Use my code for money off your order. And I'll also put the link in the bio for where you can get yours. So we're nearly at the end. Just, I know you've been here a while, but we've only got lips left. And I was honestly debating about whether to go with a bold red lip, but for me, red doesn't really suit me, so I was thinking of a nude lip, which I always go for. So what I'm going to do is try the red lip, and if I don't think it matches, take it off and put on a nude. I got sent a mini YSL Red lipstick in a package when I ordered some stuff from Superdrug or something. Now it's red, like very red. So what I'm going to do first is take the shade Linda and line my lips. What I do is I just shade in the edges of my lips. Then what I'm going to do is just take this red. It's red! This is really red! So I'm just taking some translucent setting powder and setting that. Okay, no, I think that does look good. Matting down a lipstick like this will make it last a lot longer too. But I think I'm going to keep the red on because I do like the red with the black. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed creating this. Really full glam. And the red lip is very out of my comfort zone, but I'm kind of loving it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, comment down below what you'd like to see next. Give me some new video ideas, some looks that you might want to see. Subscribe, big red button. Click it, helps me, helps the channel. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. Bye!